finally figured out this setup. So, we're gonna call this ghetto psychology. Y'all know shit finna get real when I went and laid down my edges, fixed my bun, put in some earrings, all that. Yeah. We finna talk. We gotta talk. Ooh, that lip gloss is nasty. We gonna talk. This gonna be unedited, raw, uncut, maybe a little ghetto. Bear with me. I don't film videos, bitch. I'm not a professional. I'm not a YouTuber. I do witchcraft. Seriously. I gotta take some water. Or take a drink of water. You know. So New Orleans, I tell you. But anyway. Ooh, my tooth still hurts. I gotta be careful. Bitch, I wrote down notes for this. I came prepared. Because after basically going on that rant on my Instagram stories, I'm like, damn, I really just need to fucking just do the video right now. Since I have a little free time, I'm in between Zoom calls with Forex and stuff like that. If y'all want a video on that, I'll talk about it. But for now, we're gonna talk about some shit that's like been on my mind for a while, you know. And like I said, if this is all over the place, bear with me. But you gonna get free game. This is game that I had to pay for. This is a game that I had to get out of books, out of YouTube videos. Y'all, I have spent countless of hours, late nights, early mornings, literally getting this information. So, I'm giving it to you for free. The least you can do is bear with me. So, if you're watching this video, I can imagine that you're ready. You tired of these men, you tired of the way men treat you, and you ready to actually work on you. Okay, so that's the first step to self-love. It's actually being ready. Because unfortunately, a lot of women are not ready, and they probably won't never be ready. And that's the harsh reality. Like, we can't save everybody, but what we can do is save ourselves first and foremost, because the first law, well, not the first law, but y'all know the law of self-preservation. I'm sorry, I'm playing with my ring light because, you know, I use this ring light to take my photos. I don't use this to film videos, so the lighting might be a little wonky. This half of my face might be a little dark over here. You can still see me. That's all that matters. So, yeah, like, back to what I was saying. So, some women just not going to be ready, and that's okay. But, for now, let's focus on saving you. Because if you're on this video, obviously you want to change. I should have muted those notifications. I hope nobody don't call me when I'm doing this video. I'm already all over the place, but like I said, bear with me. You've made your first step in being ready. You have fully committed yourself by watching this video. Well, at least halfway. But I'm not quite sure why you wouldn't want to commit to loving yourself. I mean, that's important. Even if you're not going to be with anybody right now, like, you should still love you. Because that's very much major key. Like, that's major key. That's some major key shit. Let me just get these text messages out the way, because I keep, if y'all see me looking up, I'm reading text messages from people. So yeah, I took notes on what I want to discuss so that way things could be a little more organized. But, okay, so let's start out with what do you need to begin your self-love journey. What you'll need is a journal, a notebook, whatever. You can get this from Family Dollar, Amazon, Walmart, like, it don't matter. I used to buy journals from Family Dollar for like $2. Like, I know some people don't like to write, but that's the thing. I'm not expecting y'all to write every day. This is not going to be, like, the writing portion is not every day. The writing portion is just a reflection to get down on paper, you know, basically the things that trigger you. Basically, you know, you need to be studying yourself. Like, this is class on how to learn yourself, basically, essentially. So, I'm giving y'all this game. So, you'll need a journal, a notebook, or whatever. Obviously, a pen. I got plenty. I used to be a waitress. Y'all know how that is. And you'll also need to take out like 10-15 minutes out of your day, like every day. And you need to sit with yourself. For some people, it's going to be hard. For some people, it's going to be easy. Especially if you are a loner like me. I'm a loner, so it don't bother me. I sit with myself all the damn time. But you need to sit with yourself and you need to be like, okay, at this point, I'm tired of the way men treating me. I'm tired of how these people are treating me. Like, what am I doing wrong? And then that's when you need to ask yourself, okay, what was I doing in that relationship? What was, what did I do? This is about you. This ain't about nobody else. It's not about men right now. It's about you. So you need to figure out what part you played in your relationships. Be honest, bitch. Don't lie to yourself. Cause I feel like some of y'all gonna try it by trying to say I ain't do nothing. I don't wanna hear that shit. And if you saying I ain't do nothing, you're not ready. So start back at square one. Anyway. But yeah, you need to figure out and you need to reflect. What part did I play in my relationship? What was I allowing? Because a lot of times when these men mistreat us, it's really stuff that we are allowing that we don't even realize that we are allowing too much. We don't have any boundaries. So that's the first thing. So the second thing, you need to write down your insecurities. What are you insecure about? For me, I was always insecure about my weight because I was always bigger. So that's like my main insecurity. Well, was, because bitch, now I don't give a fuck, because I'm a fat fine bitch. You can't tell me otherwise. But anyway, I'm back. Write down your insecurities. So that's step number 2. Write down your insecurities. I mean, all of them. Get real. Like, in this, like, you're going to have to be 100% real with yourself. If you can't be 100% real with yourself, you're not ready. Seriously. You're not ready. And then for the third step that I'm asking y'all to do, write down the things that trigger you. So the things that trigger you could be, well, no, scratch that. I'm not going to do the triggers just yet, because that's kind of like advanced in a way. What I'm going to do is write down the things that you do that you notice is not healthy. Like for me, I'm going to just give y'all examples. The things that I used to do when I was asleep in relationships. So number 1, I was always too nice. Number 2, I was always too forgiving. Number 3, I also had a lack of boundaries. I would allow men to basically run all over me, and I would take them back. So it's, I'm giving y'all a good idea of the things that you do in relationships that are not healthy, basically. So if you're clingy, write that down. If you're a pushover, write that down. Like, I'm gonna need for y'all to really get real with yourselves. Like, what do y'all do? Y'all have to pay attention to the things that you do. Before you can criticize the next motherfucker, you need to pay attention to what you do. What are you doing? What are you allowing? What do you allow in relationships that you know that you shouldn't? Do you like to take care of men? Do you like to buy men with your money? Write that down. If those are the problems for you, write that down. So that's the I think that's the third step. Yeah, that's the third step, bitch. Sometimes I be losing count sometimes, because like I said, I used to be a heavy weed smoker, so brain a little fried sometimes. Memory could be coming and going. But sometimes I just gotta laugh at myself. But yeah, that's the third step. Write down the things that you allow that you know damn well you ain't supposed to allow. Because we gonna learn how to have better boundaries by the end of this video. I promise you that. So write down Write that down, because you need to know, so that way you can work on that. So, yeah, that's pretty much what you need to begin. Like, that's pretty much what you need. Like, the first step is being honest with yourself. That's pretty much the first step. Be honest with self. You know, sit down every day for like 10, 15 minutes with your journal and with your pen, tablet, whatever, and write down the mistakes that you have made, you know, and really get real with yourself and really be like, damn, I was too giving. Damn, you know, I was I was I was forgiving him too much. Damn, you know, I hmm I would allow him to cheat on me. Like, you know, write down the things, the mistakes that you've made that have caused you to pretty much get to this point. Because that's pretty much what, like, that's pretty much what it is when men are able to run over us. We have a lack of boundaries. So, I'm trying to decide what I want to discuss secondly. Okay, so back to how to love yourself. I'm going to just stay on that. And then I'm going to go over the red flags afterwards. Because like I said, it's going to be a long video. I'm going to save this on my Instagram so that way you can always come back to it. I'm never going to delete it. This is a long video for a reason. So that way you can come back, you can take notes. You can really let this shit soak in. Because you're going to have to listen to this a couple of times in order to truly be able to grasp what I'm saying. I'm taking all the information that I have learned in these pretty much, shit, it's been a long time. Long. 2020 has been like my learning year. I just started my self-love journey this year, but I have learned a lot in the time that it has been. But I've been dealing with men for years, like a lot of y'all. But yeah, so that's the first step, being honest with yourself. Like, what you do? Like, what is the shit that you do? Are you too clingy? Like, are you codependent? Like, are you afraid to be alone? Like, write that down. Be honest about it. I mean, it is what it is. You have to be honest about it in order to accept it. So yeah, that's the second step. Accept your mistakes. Accept your mistakes. And don't look at it in a bad way. Look at it like, well, those were my lessons. Like I said yesterday, I think that was yesterday I said that. I posted on my Instagram stories where I was just like, find the lesson in every single thing that happens to you in your life. That's how you are able to hack the matrix, you know? Which I'm going to talk about that in another video, because that's a whole other video on the matrix. And I could talk for days on that, but anyway, we're about self-love right now. So yeah, accept that shit. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a dummy bitch too. I was a dummy bitch too. I just woke the fuck up. But since I'm, you know, aware now, self-aware of myself, I realize, and I really know now what mistakes I made in my relationships. And I made mistakes in all of them, bitch, all of them. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Yes, there was men that I dealt with longer than what I should have dealt with them. There were men that ran all over me. I have been manipulated, cheated on, lied to, left for another woman. You name it, it probably didn't happen to me. So, even had a nigga make a baby on me. Like, you know what I mean? So, when I say these things to y'all, I'm not just talking out the side of my fucking neck. Like, I'm perfect, because, bitch, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But the difference between me and a lot of other people is that I am aware of the things that I've done, and I am accountable, and I hold myself accountable. I hold myself accountable every day for my fuck-ups and let myself know. Sorry, I was looking at my edges, because I didn't tie them down. The bitch probably curling back up. Anyway, I know how to hold myself accountable now. I'm not operating from the victim mentality. The victim mentality is only going to keep you stagnant and is only going to keep you stuck. The victim mentality is not gonna help you grow. So you might as well let that shit go right now. If you're gonna watch this video, you're gonna have to let that victim shit go. Because people only do what you allow them to do. And that's just like what it is. That's what it is. So I want y'all to know that. Like, I'm here for y'all. I didn't make the same fucking mistakes. Ooh, bitch, don't break the ring light. Anyway, lights. Somebody's getting fired. Anyway, yeah. Accept that shit. I've been dumb too, sis. You know, we all done been dumb, but we have lived to see another day. We gonna get it together. We gonna learn from that. You know, like I said, those relationships with those men, women, whatever you into, were there to teach you. They are just lessons. So count them as experiments, because that's what they are. Anybody who's in your life and it hasn't worked out, or y'all just dating each other, y'all not serious, they are a experiment. They graduate from being a experiment to an actual commitment when a commitment is established between both of y'all. Okay? So, third step in self-love. Bitch, don't be afraid to cry. Cause as you doing this inner work, you know you gonna cry and you gonna realize some shit, and you gonna be beating yourself up, saying, oh, I was so stupid. Why did I do that? Like, I went through that phase already, so I'm gonna tell you that it's gonna happen, especially when you're doing shadow work. That's even deeper. But this is the basics, and this is kind of like, this is pretty much shadow work in a way. This is shadow work, so yeah, you gonna cry. You gonna cry. And the more you notice how much you fucked up and how much that you allowed that you shouldn't have allowed, you're going to begin to pay attention to the men in your life and the people that you have dated. Or if you have exes coming back into your life, you're going to be noticing shit now. You're going to be more aware. You're actually going to have the blindfold off. And guess what? That shit going to hurt to realize that person actually really don't give a fuck about you. They just care about themselves. So that's the thing that y'all need to understand about men. Men don't care about us. They care about themselves. Men are completely self-centered in who they are, and they know how to choose themselves. They know how to not invest. They know when to invest. And that's just the truth. So once you learn how to accept men for who they are, that's when you can begin to study them. And that's currently where I'm at. I'm studying men. And I also study my exes that I've been with. So this is a continuous journey. This ain't gonna happen overnight. This ain't gonna fucking happen in 6 months where you're just gonna be magically healed. No, especially if you've been like me and you've dealt with quite a few people in your life. Like, if we being transparent, like, I broke my virginity at 16. Like, I'm 24, so I've dealt with men from 16 to 24. That's a long time, and that's a long time to be giving up free coochie too. So keep that in mind. Just saying. So I really like, y'all, I got so much to get into. Like, this video probably gonna be like an hour and a half long, bitch. It's gonna be an hour and a half long, but that's okay. But okay, so I'm trying to decide on, do I want to get into the red flags or fuck it. We're gonna get into the red flags. Now that I told you, like, basically the basics and how to start. The red flags is this. And it's a lot of red flags, but I just really want to put y'all up on the shit that men do. Because they do a lot of shit on purpose. Don't ever give men the credit like they don't know what they're doing, because that's a damn lie. They go to these courses and they read these books on how to deal with women and how to dog women and how to manipulate women. I'm telling y'all can Google this shit. It's courses and classes and books and stuff on how to play women. So y'all mean to tell me that y'all ain't gonna tune in and get this free game? You crazy. And you're gonna continue to go through them same cycles. I'm trying to help y'all for free. So tune in, classes in session, sit your ass down, get you some water, get you a snack, bitch, get you a tablet, get you some notes, because you need to write them. Especially if you still giving out coochie for free and letting niggas play you. Just saying. Get into it. But, so here's the red flags. Major red flag number 1. It's called breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is basically, okay, so perfect example. You know how when you start, you and the guy start talking and stuff like that, y'all been hanging out, y'all been on the phone every single day, y'all just been spending time 24/7 every day, like they ain't take a break from you. But all of a sudden one day you wake up and you notice that he hasn't texted you all day. He hasn't responded to your calls. You haven't heard from him, period. That, my girls, well, my women, because y'all not girls, y'all are women, it's called breadcrumbing. And that's something that men do us on purpose to make us chase them. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth. So, like I said, men do this on purpose to make you chase. Because it's basically psychology. So, when you be everything that a person expects you to be, like, when you give them everything that they want, like, when you always talking to them, when you always there, and you pretend like you perfect, like you the perfect man, and you always available, and you this and you that, and then all of a sudden you back away, that causes a woman to chase you. Because the psychology of it is you keep talking to them, and you give them this false sense of hope that y'all are going to be more than what you might feel like it might be. And then all of a sudden you pull your energy back. You stop calling, you stop texting, you stop answering the phone, or like if you do answer the phone, you only answer sometimes, or like you might reply slow. Like that's literally what men do us. That's the main manipulation game that men are doing out here. And you're gonna run into plenty men that do this. Honestly, I think this shit is so old, and I'm like every man that I've ever been with has done me this. So that's how I know like men are really out here playing some real fucking games. But that's alright though, cause bitch, you got me to tell you the truth. I paid my fucking money so that way I can really observe these niggas and really come back and tell y'all what's really going on. But yeah, breadcrumbing. That's what it is. Essentially, creating a false sense of creating a false sense of the fact that they're gonna invest in you, that they're gonna be with you. But this ladies, it's not real. It's not real, and it's just pretty much a mind game to play with you, because he is tricking your brain into craving him, basically making you get addicted to him. So when a man is always there, always under you, and always calling you, always on the phone with you at night, always falling asleep with you, and you know how men do, how they always there. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, a month later, whatever, all of a sudden he disappears and he's busy out of nowhere. You gonna know that's breadcrumbing. That's not no real relationship. That's not a real investment. No, that is a mind game, and it's some deep psychology that goes into it. That's another thing. Y'all also need to study psychology. Like there's so many psychology videos. Like get on YouTube, study that shit. If you can watch Netflix all day, you can watch YouTube and learn about psychology and learn about the fucking mind tricks that these men play on y'all. Seriously. So yeah, that's what it is. Breadcrumbing. The oldest fucking trick in the book, if you ask me. I done seen it so many times. You'll think that they'll get some new game and stop doing this shit. But yeah, breadcrumbing. Get into it. So yeah. So next, another red flag. He asks you for money, or he asks you to go out of your way to do stuff for him. Major red flag. First of all, God made men to be providers. Men have that natural instinct in their DNA to provide. That's in their DNA. Real men that were raised right anyway, they ain't even gonna tell you that they broke. They gonna fake it till they make it because they gonna be too ashamed to even let you see them like that. They gonna be like, oh no, like I really like her. I'm not trying to run her away. Like, I gotta keep up appearances to make sure that this woman knows that I am willing to invest and that I got it to invest seriously. So I find this to actually be a sign of a weak man whenever he even fixed his mouth to ask me for money and we still in the dating stage. Now, it's okay if you and this man are married and he has already provided, built a good life for you, put you in a house, paying the bills and stuff like that, and he asks you for money. You know, he might need, but even then, a provider really ain't gonna ask you. He not. That's just, real men are not built that way. They're not gonna ask you. They're gonna find a way to get it, whether or not they gotta go sell socks out of a trunk. Which I'm telling you, real men, high value men, they gonna always find a way to get it. Like, always, always. I don't care what nobody tell you. A man asking you for money or making you go out of your way to do things for him and he's not doing anything for you is a bum. That's a bottom feeder. I crown the term bottom feeder for these bum ass men because that's what they are. They're at the bottom of the chain of men. They're not real men. They're boys. They're man children. Learn the difference. Because a lot of y'all confuse bottom feeders with real men, and they're not in the same lane. They're still, yes, on a gender spectrum, they're still a male, but they're not the same type of male. Not the same type of species, okay? So, yeah. Another red flag that I would say is that y'all just started talking, y'all just started dating, and the first meetup, he wants it to be at his house or your house. First of all, a man that's willing to invest in you, that's willing to get to know you, he's not going to want to be at your house or be in the house, period. Like, he gonna be looking for a restaurant. He gonna be trying to figure out what you like to eat, what you like to do. Like, hey, I really like Shorty. Like, I know she like them crab legs, so let me go on ahead and take her to, let me go on ahead and take her to the dungeon crab down there, cause I know she like seafood and stuff like that. Let me go spend $60 on her some seafood to impress her. I'm telling you, real men moving like this. Get into it. You should never ever, within the first stages of talking and getting to know someone, you should never ever go to their house and lay up with them. No. He'll never take you serious. He's just trying to have sex with you, sis. He's just trying to take your coochie and keep you in a entanglement and in drama. Seriously. A man that really wants to be with you is going to court you properly. And he's going to take you out on dates and he's going to actually show you something. You know what I mean? Bums who don't have anything and who don't have any type of motivation or like that, they just gonna try to take you straight to the bed, sis. That's not a man that is going to invest in you. He's a bum. He's actually just trying to steal your energy, waste your time, and manipulate you. Stay away from them kind. So, another red flag that I could see. A man expecting you to do wifely duties, but yet he hasn't given you any money. He hasn't provided for you. He has not done anything for you. I'm going to just say that. He hasn't done shit. No, that's a red flag, and that's somebody that's trying to use you. I'm telling you. A man, like I said, a man that is invested in you is not going to ask you for much besides, hey, are you available on Saturday to go to that new restaurant uptown so we can get to know each other further? Like, that's how that's gonna be. Like, seriously. So, yes. Y'all know, train of thought be coming and going. train of thought be coming and going. But yeah, like, if he always got his hand out, if he always needs something, dump him. Dump him. He's a dusty. He's a bottom feeder. Seriously. Men that are really willing to invest in you are not going to ask you for nothing but your time and for you to show up. We as women don't got no business giving our money to these men. No business. Stop that. No man is really going to take you serious if you paying for everything. And if you going out of your way to make sure he's straight. Like, nah. Stop doing all that for people who have not made an investment. Wifely duties is for men that have invested in you. Like, honestly, I say save the wifely duties for marriage. Now, I understand that not everybody gonna get married because we all gonna want different things. That's another thing that you're gonna discover. We all want different things. I want to get married, but you might not want to get married. But it's up to you. It really is up to you. That's why I say in your inner work, decide on what you want. So ask yourself, like, hey, what do I want? Do I want a family? Do I want to have children? Like, do I want to get married? Like, you have to decide on what you want. You got to know yourself. I know myself. Do you know yourself? That's why I say that this is important. So yeah. Don't be out here doing wifely duties for a man you don't know. Like, this man has not made no investment into you. This man hasn't done anything to deserve this. Like, no ma'am. First question you should always ask yourself when you're dealing with a man: how does this serve me? How? If you can't come up with a reason on how fucking with him can serve you, you single. Well, you should be. Seriously. But yeah, that's some of the red flags. I mean, I know it's not all of them. You know, every day these damn bottom feeders come up with a new bag of tricks. So, you know, you gotta stay on point. But this, like I said, this is not gonna be the first video that I make. Depending on the feedback on this video, I'll come share more of what I've learned. But yeah, those are really like the red flags. Like I said, men wanting more from you than what they willing to give you, men asking you for money, men not wanting to take you on dates, like, all of that is red flags. All of that is red flags. Also, basically, excuse me, basically expecting you to do the most while he does literally 1%. No. Baby, that's a dusty. Leave that alone. Leave the trash in the trash. I told y'all in my story, trash belongs in the trash can. Shit belongs in the toilet. Do you look at your shit after you shit it out? I mean, you might, but do you go pick that up out of the toilet? Hell no, unless you peaches. But anyway, you don't pick your shit up out of the toilet. You flush that motherfucker. That's the same idea with these dusty ass men. So basically, I'm about to get on to the importance of why men should serve women. And I'm going to try to make this quick, because I could go in on this shit. First of all, men should serve men. Men should serve men? What? Well, that too. Because, you know, I fuck with the gays too. Men should serve women because of the fact that they are the providers and we are the nurturers. They are the hunter, and we by design are the ones that who's going to take. Basically, we are to be hunted. Fuck. I mean, I guess that's the way you could say it. They supposed to come chase us. You know, they chase and they chase and we supposed to be chased. That's the way it's supposed to be. You know, there's male and female in everything. It's always duality in everything in this world. You know, so Men should serve women because of the fact that, like I said, God made y'all to be a provider. A real man is a provider. A real man takes care of his family. A real man is going to prove to you that he wants to provide for you, you know, and that's just what it is. Um, Men should serve women because of the fact that us women have something called femininity. Now, some of us are not really in tune with our femininity. A lot of us have lost, kind of like lost on our femininity because of the fact that we have went so long of hating being soft and hating hating like that inner woman, you know. But femininity is not just dressing up in heels and looking like that you from Sex and the City. No, it's not just that. You know, that's like an aspect of it, but it's not just what it is. Your femininity is pretty much your feminine power. And as a divine feminine, you know, we have that. We have that, but some of us have lost out on that. And I'm going to help y'all find that, you know. Well, it's not really finding it because you already have it. Like, even if you're not in tune with it right now, it's in you. You were born with that. If you have a uterus, you were born with that. So, that's what it is. Like, our femininity is our feminine power, and our feminine power is what we use against men to get men and to operate in society with men. That that is what men are really drawn to, but they don't really know what it is. But a couple of women that I could say that represent femininity to me, like Marilyn Monroe, who else? Halle Berry, who else can I say? That is feminine. I would say Beyonce as well. Like, it's a lot of different women out here that are very feminine. Like, very feminine, and they're very much in tune with their femininity. And that's why men are drawn to them. Like, your femininity is your magnetism. It's what draws men to you. Like, when you operate in your femininity, you are able to be confident. You are able to be sensual. You are able to just show up in a room and the men just flock to you. Now, I'm not saying for you to get in touch with your femininity because of the fact that you want to get men. No, it's deeper than that. But, I mean, that is the perk of being in tune with your femininity. But I'm just giving y'all that example so y'all can really understand it. But to be feminine is to give off the energy of just softness, like to just give off the energy of just sensual and just sexy. And you don't even have to be naked to do that. You could just be sitting right here just looking absolutely beautiful and glowing, and you look feminine. Like I said, as women we all have that, but sometimes we lose that. You know, different things happens to us where, you know, it kind of makes you like be out of touch with your femininity. Like I said, the women that are feminine, that are really in touch with that, really really can capture the energy of the room. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all all know a woman that she just have it like that. Well, men flock to her like dogs, and they're just like infatuated with her. And, you know, she don't even have to have a big ass. She don't even have to have titties. She don't even have to be naked to get that attention. It's her energy. It's the fact that she's in tune with her femininity. And that's what y'all need, and that's what y'all really need to be in tune with in order for y'all to be confident, and in order for y'all to be able to, you know, basically to help you, you know. But yeah, definitely get in tune with your femininity. Definitely do that. And there's so many ways to get in tune with your femininity. But I know the main one that I can say is, like I said, doing mirror work, standing in the mirror. So stand in the mirror naked before you get in the shower and just, you know, look at your body and, like, you know, put on a little music, put some candles on, I don't know. Do what you need to do to get in the mood and just look at your body and really like look at your body, like, and don't pick yourself apart. I don't care if you don't like the way your body looks. You need to accept your body, cause it is what it is. You know, you can get surgery, but you must love yourself first. You can get all the surgery in the world, but if you don't love yourself, you just don't love yourself. I don't know why the hell my throat is so damn dry. Throat dry, that's how I know I'm talking. Yeah, stay in the mirror before you get in the shower. Or after, whatever. And really, just look at yourself. Like, I mean, face yourself. I know some women have told me how they can't look in the mirror. I'm like, well, sis, you're going to have to learn how to. Whatever it is that you see in that mirror, accept that. It's beautiful. Whatever it look like, it's beautiful, period. Whether or not, you know, you a little bit on the chunky side like me, whether or not you're skinny, whether or not you have no ass, whether or not you have no titties, just stand in the mirror naked and appreciate yourself and be grateful. You know, you have to accept that vessel that you're in. You know, understand that you are more than just a body. You're more than just a body. You have a soul. Your soul is what matters. But at the same time, while you're in this body, you need to accept yourself. You do. That's the only way you're gonna be able to be confident is if you accept everything about you, good, bad, whatever. But you must face the things that you don't like about yourself. You know, for me, growing up being a fat black girl, that was like the hardest thing, because I had a lot of body issues. Because, you know, I was bullied, you know. I was bullied as a kid. Motherfuckers just used to hate on me. Like, even if I breathe, like, people find a way to fuck with me. But that's alright, though, because, like I said, none of my bullies are doing better than me. And if they wasn't running to this video, like, they're not going to say anything. And if they do anything, it's like, I can't talk. And if they do say anything, they're not going to comment. They probably going to comment that little shit between them and their little friends. Although I don't give a fuck. Because like I said, you're still not doing better than me. You will never do better than me. Karma is a bitch for how you treat people. So be careful about being a bully. Because when you be a bully, you age. I'm just kidding. But all my bullies is just ugly and broke. That's why they was mad. They been mad. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, accept yourself. For whatever you look like. I don't care. I don't care if you're 500 pounds. Accept yourself. That's why I told y'all to write down, you know, write down what your insecurities are. Write down whatever makes you insecure. Whether or not it's your nose, your hair, bitch, I don't know. We all have different insecurities. We all have different things. Okay, edges. We all have different things that we don't like about ourselves. So it's just important to know what your insecurities are, so that way when you get triggered by shit, you already know where they come from. Period. So, I'm trying to decide on what I want to move on to. But yeah, that basically sums up why men should serve you. Men should serve you because of the fact that you're worthy. Because of the fact that you are fucking beautiful just the way you are. And men should serve you because of the fact that you are that girl. Or that boy. Or whatever you identify with. Either way, you are the star. Think about the star tarot card. Like, you are that bitch, period. That's why men should serve you. Because if men want to be in your presence, and if they want to be in your world, they have to serve you in some type of way. So serving you could be in different ways. There are different ways that I want men to serve me. So I'm just telling y'all the ways that I expect men who want to enter into my world to serve me, because that's just what it is, and I'm not changing that. If you want to be in my world, these are the things that you have to do in order to serve me. Now, I understand that not every man is over here making 6 figures and all that other shit. I understand that not every man is rich and got it like that. Cool, whatever. A man don't need a lot of money to serve you, sweetheart. He don't. And I know some of y'all think some of y'all might think that. That's not the case. A man can serve you in many ways. A man can serve you by changing your tire. A man can serve you by bringing you food. A man can serve you by paying a bill or bills. Plural. Because, I don't like the word bill. I like the word bills when it comes to men paying my shit. But yeah, I expect men to serve me in different ways. It just depends on the man, what his money look like. I don't care if you work at McDonald's. You gonna use that McDonald's money to take me out on a date, then that's enough for you to take me out on a couple of dates. Now, are you gonna have full access to me? No, you won't. But you will serve me if you're going to be in my presence. If you have the luxury to be in my presence and to have conversations with me, you will serve me in some type of way. That looks like so many ways. Like, it could just be the fact that, I needed him to, I don't know, I needed him to put oil up in the car. Like, I need him to bring me somewhere. And I need him to help me run errands. Like, I need you to bring the groceries up the steps. Like, I don't know. Y'all get creative with how y'all want men to serve y'all. But how I prefer for men to serve me, I prefer for them to serve me with gifts, money, of course. When I need you for something, like, let's say if you have a resource that I don't have. Like, the last guy I used to talk to, he was a video editor. Now, if I wanted to put this on YouTube, a way that he would serve me is to edit this video and get this video ready so that way I can upload it for you guys on YouTube. That's how he would serve me. And if he don't serve me, he don't have access to me. It's simple, right? So, I gotta move this. Okay. Boom. A little dark right here. You can't even see all this. Anyway. Okay. So yeah. If you don't serve me, you don't get access to me. And I recommend y'all approach life in that way with men. They have to be able to make themselves useful in your life in order to have access to you. Whether or not that's spending their money on you, taking you out on dates. Although I feel like taking me out on dates is not enough, me personally. You're not about to bag me with just a couple of dates. Nah. Standards is actually way above that. But that's a good start. But, stuff happens in your life. Let's say, for instance, stuff happens in your life where you might need your light bill paid. Fuck, I don't know. I'm coming up with shit to give you examples. You might need your light bill paid. How a man will serve you is that you call him, you like, babe, I don't get paid for such and such. Like, I need my light bill paid, or the light's gonna get cut off. A real man gonna be like, alright, babe, give me the account number. It's handled. Period. Of course, he gonna leave out the period, but whatever. Now, a bum, either he's not gonna reply or he gonna make up an excuse as to why he can't do it. First of all, never ever accept excuses. Excuses is bullshit. Because guess what? When it comes to him asking you for some ass or wanting to be in your energy and use up your time and your space and your money and stuff like that, he's not gonna hesitate. Understand? Y'all have to stop thinking about their feelings so much. They don't give a fuck about yours. I'm telling you right now. Because if they did, a lot of us would still be with some of the same men that we've been with. So take that into accountability. But, alright, so the next thing is why you keep attracting the same partners. you keep attracting the same partners because of the fact that you're not doing the inner work. Like, you're not doing what is needed to break the cycle. So that's why I'm really stressing to y'all to really do this inner work and to learn the lessons and to really look at the lessons and ask yourself, okay, what did I learn from this? So, what example can I give? What example can I give? You know, like I said, I'm pretty transparent, although it's, you know, I ain't gonna tell you all my damn business, but, what can I say? Okay, so a lesson of mine was the fact that I used to make myself too available to men. Meaning, I was that type of girl where I would be on the phone with you all day if I ain't have to work. Or I would answer the phone for you on the first fucking call. Or if you need somebody to be there for you, I'm always there for you. You're too available, sis. And when men know that you're too available, they tend to develop this sense of like being comfortable. Like, okay, well, Chassidy gonna always be here, so you know I could be able to wild out, do whatever I want, talk to who I want, mess with this bitch, mess with that bitch, and Chassidy's still gonna be there. Chassidy gonna pick up the phone when I need a therapist. No, stop that. Never ever be too available, because men are never ever too available for us. Pay attention to the shit that men do, because what men do is fucked up, but that teaches you the game on how they rolling, you know. That's gonna teach you the shit that they be doing, because they really don't care about our feelings. When men start talking to us, it's always because of the fact that it's beneficial in some type of way. Like, I want y'all to understand this. It's beneficial in some type of way. Whether or not it's sex, money, bitch, you got a car, you got a house, I don't know. It's always beneficial. Men do things for beneficial reasons, and that's another thing. When men start talking to us, before we become official, men date multiple women at a time. So men date about 3, 4 bitches. Overall, he gonna have more than one woman. I don't know how many he got, but bitch, he gonna always have more than one. You need to do the same. So when you're dating, when you're not serious with anybody and you're not in a commitment, you need to be dating multiple people. You need to have multiple options. Always keep a roster of at least 3 men in your quadrant. You know, I ain't telling you to fuck them all. I'm gonna let you decide on if you want to fuck them all. Me personally, I'm not fucking them all, because somebody gonna get the short end of the stick, because men are already underwhelming, and I don't feel like that I need to fuck on 3 men. That's just my opinion. But it's some women that who are fine with that, and that's cool too. Either one works, sis. If you won't have sex with all 3, have sex with all 3, sis. But be safe though. Be safe. Don't get pregnant. Never get pregnant for a potential. The fuck? Never. Don't do that. Never. So yeah, date multiple people. I don't care what nobody say, you know. I don't care what nobody say. Date multiple people. I'm sorry, y'all. I made like, I'm sitting on like a crate with like multiple pillows and blankets, and it's kind of uncomfortable, but whatever. I'm gonna get this video. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, date multiple people as a safety net. It's, you know, it kind of, it helps. Because what happens when you put all of your eggs in one person's basket, you end up disappointed and you end up devastated when they don't live up to your expectations. Now, women, this is another thing about us. We got to stop building fantasies in our head because of the fact that we like somebody. Nah. When you first start talking to a guy or whoever, you need to pay attention to everything that person does, everything that person says. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you gotta hop in my DMs and ask me, do it sound right? Because, bitch, I'm gonna tell you, oh, sis, that don't sound right. He trying to play games, sis, that don't sound right. Bitch, run. I'm gonna tell you, because, like I said, I done heard it all by now. And I got the main PIMP as a mother. So, When I don't know certain things, I go ask my mama, and my mama tell me. We don't play that around here. We ain't being dummy bitches no more, you know. Times is changing, and so am I. So, yeah. Date multiple people, period. So that way you can have that safety net, so that way if one doesn't work out, you still got like 2, 3 more niggas. Like, you don't have to sleep with all of them, sis. Just talk to them, hang out with them, go on some dates, you know. Let him pay for the dates. If he really want to fuck with you, he gonna pay for them fucking dates. I don't care. Don't let no nigga get you on no 50-50 bullshit. We not going 50-50 with these niggas. The fuck? That's ghetto. If I gotta go 50-50 with you, I can go buy myself dinner, sweetheart. No. No. That's real ghetto. But yeah. Keep your options open. I don't care how much you like a person. Keep your options open. Because that was the mistake that I made a lot. Where when I would start talking to a guy, I would only talk to him. I would only mess with him. And guess what? When he don't live up to my expectations, most times they didn't. Boom. You ain't got nobody. You back at square one again. No. Although sometimes that's okay to be alone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, in a lot of this journey, like, you gonna have to learn how to be alone. You gonna have to learn how to find comfort in being alone. So that's really a lot of y'all problem. Like, y'all don't know how to be alone. Y'all so fucking clingy and codependent and needy. Like, I need you to be here. I need you to text me. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. No. No. That means that you have abandonment issues. Like, if you needy and you feel like that you can't do without a man at all, and you feel like you're going to be sick without him, so you have abandonment issues, bitch, it's time for you to get you a therapist. Bitch, it's time for you to get you some help, period. Like, I used to have abandonment issues because my father abandoned me and left me with my mother. So that caused me to have abandonment issues, and that caused me to, you know, attach myself to men. Attach myself to men. Any man that was willing to give me his time, I was attaching myself to him. Like, that's no good, because guess what? They're going to disappoint you every time. Men can spot when we have abandonment issues. Men can spot when we are insecure. Men can spot these things. They can smell desperate, y'all. I can smell desperate. So, work on your abandonment issues. Work on why you so clingy. Most times that shit stems from childhood. It do. And that's what I want y'all to understand. Like, once you understand your issues and the things that you need to work on, that's when you'll be able to understand why you are continuing to attract certain people. You are attracting certain people because those people that you're attracting have the same traits that you have. Like, for me, because of the fact that I was insecure, I attracted nothing but insecure men. Because of the fact that I was insecure, all of my exes were insecure. So, as long as I refuse to address that inner issue of my insecurities, I continue to attract men that were insecure like me and needy like me. So, that's a perfect example of that. What else I want to say? But yeah, pay attention to the people that are coming to you. Like, if all you are attracting is narcissists, that means that you have a lack of boundaries. There's self-love that needs to be done. There is some issues that need to be addressed. Because, like I said, I hate when y'all be with that shit talking about some, um, I attracted the same type of men that keep hurting me. Like, no, it's not that. Like, you are attracting these people because you don't want to work on yourself. We mirror each other. Like, we are really all connected. We are. So we mirror each other. We do. Like, and y'all need to understand that we mirror each other. So if all you attracting is narcissists and bottom feeders, baby, I'm here to break the news to you. You have fucking issues. It's time to work on them. That's all I was attracting. My whole dating life. I had to come to terms with that shit. And accept that. You know. But once you build better boundaries and know what to look for when dating men, that's when you'll be able to see, like, okay, I was just accepting just anything. I didn't feel like I was worthy. And a lot of times, another reason why we attract people is because of the fact that we are heavily insecure. Like, we don't feel like that we worthy of a good person. So if you don't feel like that you worthy of a good person, guess what? God ain't gonna send you nobody worthy, because he gonna be like, well, shit, you don't even feel like that you worthy of this good man that I got waiting for you. You don't feel like you worthy of him, so I ain't gonna send him to you until you actually feel like you worthy and you actually do the work. And that's literally how this shit go. Literally. Y'all have to believe in yourselves. You have to be able to hype yourself up every fucking day and tell yourself, like, hey, I'm that bitch. I love me. Everything about me. Like, you have to be able to accept every fucking thing about yourself, the bad and the good. Don't shame yourself. Like, if you hypersexual, don't shame yourself for that. Just learn how to cope with that in healthy ways. Don't be going around fucking anybody. You know? You know, there are other ways to get around that if you are hypersexual. If you are hypersexual, I don't know, become a sex worker. Get some sex toys. Or if you want to have casual sex, get you a fuck buddy. Get you somebody you can trust. I don't know. I'm giving you options here, like, but you need to accept yourself for who you are. Everything about you. So, let's say for instance, I don't know. Let's say for instance that you tend to talk a lot. Work on that. Work on that, or like learn how to kind of like tone it down sometimes. That's it. You know, but don't shame or shoo away any part of yourself. I don't care if it's the ugliest part. Like, I don't care if sometimes, what can I say? I don't care if sometimes you tend to have an attitude. Work on your attitude. Learn when to have an attitude and when not to have an attitude. Learn how to be patient. Whatever it is about yourself, you know, work on it. Like, if you don't like the fact that you don't have no ass, I don't know, do some booty workouts. Get a BBL. Learn how to love that naturally. Either way, either option that you choose to do, it should still make you happy. So, hey, you know, I'm not against surgery. I'm not against surgery at all. You know, I feel like if that makes you happy to do that, you know, if it bothered you that much, go fix it. But it don't make no sense to continue to complain about stuff and be insecure about it and hate yourself and tear yourself down and tear yourself apart. That's not doing anything for your self-esteem. Like, work on your self-esteem. Work on your self-esteem, because a lot of y'all, the reason why that y'all are attracting these trash-ass, bottom-feeder-ass men It's because of the fact that you have low self-esteem. I'm here to break it to you. I had low self-esteem, so I would know. Like I said, I was bullied, and I was told my whole life that I wasn't gonna never be shit, and that I'm not this and I'm not that, and you know that shit weighs on you. It does, especially when you're a kid. So it's literally it's literally like you having to work on yourself. You having to accept yourself for who you are, whatever that look like for you. Cause like I said, we all different. You know, I know people that have like I know people that have messed up teeth, and what they do, they go get braces. Like I know some people that are insecure about their teeth, and they go get braces, and that helps them find confidence in themselves. So sometimes sometimes you gotta fix some shit in order to become happier. So if you gotta fix some things, if you gotta change some things about yourself, do it for you. Don't do it for nobody else. Always do shit for you. It's about you. You have to be in that body for the rest of your life. You have to wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and look at yourself. You have to be okay with yourself. You have to be secure with yourself. So that way when these men come into your life, you're not attracting the lowest of low. Raise your vibration so you can attract higher vibrating men, because that's really what it be. You're only going to attract who's on your vibration. People can only meet you at where you at. So while y'all out here blaming these men, it's time for y'all to face the fucking mirror and look at that motherfucker and really look in the mirror and be like, okay, this is where I done fucked up at. Let me be accountable. Like, the biggest thing in self-love and in shadow work is being accountable. You can't be sitting here lying to yourself, talking about somehow you an angel and you don't do nothing and you not this, you not that. No. Stop lying to yourself. Tell the truth to yourself. You betray yourself when you sit here and you lie to yourself, knowing damn well deep down you know the truth. Don't do that. My ghetto ass neighbors. I'm like, but yeah. So the next subject is, what are bottom feeders and why I call them that. This is my favorite part. Bottom feeders, first of all, bottom feeders is the lowest of low of men. They don't want to do nothing for you. All they want to do is fuck you. All they want to do is waste your time and manipulate you. Sometimes they can be abusive as well. Bottom feeders is basically like, they like the Ike Turner, the R. Kelly, broke niggas. Those are bottom feeders. Men that are only gonna waste your time. You're never gonna get anywhere with them. It's a game from the moment that they meet you. It's a game of manipulation and control. That's a bottom feeder. A bottom feeder is only there to leech off of you and to drain your energy and to use you for sex and money and whatever he could probably get out of you. That's a bottom feeder. So keep that in mind. I call them that because of the fact that I gave them a name because it helps me understand basically what type of men are out here. And like I said, the bottom feeder is the lowest of low. So if you had a low vibration, 9 times out of 10 you are attracting bottom feeders. That's just what it is. You are attracting bottom feeders. So the next thing is how to become centered in yourself. So how to become centered in yourself is to, first of all, choose self regardless. I don't care what's going on. Choose yourself. Choose yourself. Like, that's the thing with these men. These men know how to choose themselves. These men know how to leave whenever they're not happy. These men know how to do things to make themselves happy. So why shouldn't you do the same? I don't want to hear no excuses as to why you're not choosing yourself, because then I'm going to give you this look. I'm going to just look at you like this. This is how I'm going to be as a spirit guide. Really. I'm really going to look at you like this, because I'm just going to be like, this is you crazy. Are you fucking dumb? Always choose self. I don't care. When dealing with men, always